Hey guys, it's that Dividend guy here, and today we have some pretty good gains again. Great way to start the week. It's Monday, feeling pretty good, and we are up today a lot. So we're at 15.5 again. I know we had a couple of days of red, which that's totally fine. Like I said, I'm a long-term investor, so I will 100% deal with market volatility. Not a big issue. Today we're up $115. We're up 112 today as the market was up and down, and then after it closed, we were up about $4. So altogether, it's about 115, 116 bucks. So that's really good for the day. Let's figure out who the catalysts are that really boosted it up. I saw AT&T was up big, AbbVie's up big, and Target is still making a killing. And Exxon, wah, 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 still dragging down the portfolio. But again, with their very long dividend paying history, and they've increased it for a while, so I'm not bagging on Exxon too hard. I bought it for a reason, so I'm very happy with it. Even though I'm down on it, as you can see with the three um, multiple $100 gains, I'm not too worried about the minus 140. I mean, I'm profitable. Um, if you minus Exxon from Target, I'm still up over $700, so not too terrible, which is kind of crazy to be honest with you. I never thought I'd be that up. So today, let's take a look. We're up. Oh, we're down today on Altria Group, which is great, but we're not, we're still up. So market's down, but I'm up. See, so today's returns negative $84, but from where I bought it at 45.20, I'm actually up 67. So when you're looking at your market, or when you're looking at your stocks, just a little tip here for new investors. Don't get too worried because keep in mind the market shows you what the market did today, right? Excuse me, those numbers right here are what the market did today. So from where it opened to where it closed. So if it opened at 40, say $46 and it's negative 9 cents, that doesn't mean you're negative 9 cents. That means when the market opened today, it dropped. Well, while the market was open, it dropped 9 cents. That doesn't mean you lost 9 cents. So keep in mind when you're looking at your portfolio, this right here, like so, it shows the last price does not determine whether or not you made money or not. So what you need to look at, so if you go in your individual holdings here, so this I'm sure some people probably know this, but just in case people are newer. So today's return, because I've never actually done this before, today's return for the market for where it opened to closed, my portfolio would be down 1.9% at 84.55. That's from where my shares opened to where my shares closed at the market price. But there's a difference there. Market price is down $83.60. But for my portfolio, I bought it at 45.20. So I'm actually up like 75 cents per share. And with 95 shares, I'm up almost $70. That makes sense. I have almost 100 shares. I'm up 70 cents. 7 times 100 is $70. So that makes sense. So again, when you're looking at your portfolio or when you open up Robinhood, don't be so down on yourself if you see those market numbers, because keep in mind that's not your prices. So I'm up on Altria 68 bucks, so 68 bucks up. Then I'm up 42, so that's $100. So I'm up 100 bucks. Then I'm up $550 from AT&T. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're at probably 1,000 because the extras from the so like 66, the 58. So I'm up to $1,000 right now. So I'm up 1,000 bucks total. 1,000 minus 200, so we're up 800, but probably 9 with, like I said, with the extra, if we round up. So I'm still up 900 bucks. 9, 10, 11, so probably close to 1,200 if you add up all the extras. And then we have Walgreens, which is only up $1.20. So overall, we're up paper wise, I think over $1,000, which that's phenomenal. So like, look, that's 80, so 80, 90, 100, so that's over 100. So 100, so that's 500, 6, 7, 8, that's 9, 10, 11. So yeah, probably about $1,000. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to do mental math. So about over $1,000 today. on paper. That's pretty nice. That's really good gains. And of course we have Exxon just wah wah wah, but no big deal. So yeah, guys, not a bad day for the market. Great way to start off a Monday. Really happy with the movements that we've been having. And real quick on the watch list, I added Leggett and Platt because I watched an ex-gen dividend investor. I've never done a deep dive on the stock. I've done like some research, but he did a really good portfolio deep dive on Leggett and Platt. And I didn't realize that they made so much, or they had their hand in so many different things. So I added that to my watch list because it's close to being a dividend king, just like Walgreens is. And again, I'm going like you guys know. I've said in multiple videos, I go after aristocrats and kings. Well, Leggett and Platt is almost both of those things. I know once you hit king, then you're technically no longer an aristocrat because the status cancels out. But if you're a king, then you're an aristocrat. So yeah, that's what I'm going after. So Leggett and Platt fits the mold of my build for the portfolio. Alliant Energy, I think I told you guys in another video, but that's just the power company. That's the electric company that I pay every month anyway, like $100 a month. So why not get a little bit of those profits, right? So eventually, and this is a cool goal, and I think I need something like 600 shares or something like that, because it pays like 37 cents a share. Um, so 1,000 shares would be $370. So I need something about like probably close to 700 shares of Alliant Energy to pay for my Alliant Energy bill. But that would be awesome. But again, that would cost me like, let's take a look. Actually, instead of just saying that, I'll do the math real quick because it's fun for me. So let's take a look. So I said, so 10 shares of this would be $500, and that would be about $3.70 for 10 shares. So $100 would be 37, and 1,000 would be 370, and that's $52,000. So like I said, with about I'd say like 800, so it'll be about 40k, to put into Lion Energy. But I pay him every month anyway, so those suckers I should get that. So that's a goal for me. Is to pay my Lion Energy bill with the Lion Energy money, and then I want Bank of America. It is Warren Buffett's favorite bank stock, and I've looked at it a lot, and I like it better than Wells Fargo. I just want a little bit of I want financials in my portfolio. I'm ticked that it's not in there yet. EPR, I know I've said that I love their portfolio. National Grid's a new one. I like them a lot. They only pay 2 times a year though, and they are a utility and electricity utility as well. So it's a distribution of electricity and gas, and they're the biggest player in that space. Cardinal Health, I just want more health care, and they pay on a month that's weaker for me. Genuine Parts, a good way to play the auto industry without auto. I think the other one was Welltower. Oh, and I don't know why that one's in here. Lindell Basel. What the heck do you do? Oh, chemicals. Okay. Yeah, I think I did this one because Andre, but I don't need that one. That's fine. Sometimes, guys, this is another important thing. Is like you don't have to buy every stock, right? So you can pick and choose, and don't just buy a stock because you hear somebody talk about it. Like I said, Leggett and Platt. I've already done research on that, and I'd be comfortable doing it, but I didn't go as deep. Like so, like when I'm looking for a stock, guys, or like I'm looking at a stock before I invest, I research it for probably a good 2 to 3 weeks before, and I try to deep dive. But Leggett and Platt was just on the list of aristocrats, and I didn't really deep dive into it. So, like you guys know, like I've said, I go for aristocrats and kings, right? So that really tunnel visions. I don't have to look at. Let's say there's 1,200 stocks. There's probably more than that. Let's say there's 3,000 stocks on the market, and only like 400 of them are aristocrats, and only 30 of them are kings. That gives me a lot of power because that tunnel vision makes me very specific on the stocks that I'm willing to buy. And I know that shuts out like Facebook, Amazon, stuff like that, which I would be willing to buy growth stocks as well. But one of the keys to investing is to be very selective. And if you have um, a strict list or um, strict basket of stocks, like status wise, then you're not going to listen to market noise, right? You're going to focus on those stocks. So that's another thing for investors to really think about, especially if you're doing dividends, is like you should be finding a way to kind of categorize stocks and tunnel vision them based upon what you want to do in your portfolio. So for me, like I said, that's aristocrats and kings. So there's, let's say, 120 aristocrats. I think there's only like 60, but let's say there's 100 aristocrats, but then there's only 30 kings. Well, if I focus on the kings, then I know I'm going to get the best of the best of the aristocrats, right? So why not, right? And that's how I do it. So a tip for newer investors too is like, so like I said, Leggett Platt was on the list, and I didn't really deep dive into it because again, I focus more on the kings. I have a couple aristocrats, being AT&T and AbbVie, but and ExxonMobil. So I do have a couple aristocrats, but I see the potential in a stock that's very close to becoming a king. That's why I bought Walgreens, and I love the dividend, love the business and things of that nature. And I liked it more than CVS. But that's a really good thing for investors to look at too, is that you should have a tunnel vision, a very strict, disciplined list, so you don't have to worry about, say, stocks like Ford, CenturyLink, ones that they're not bad stocks. I don't mean to name drop or bash on any specific companies there, but what I mean is they don't have consistent growth history. They don't have a good dividend growth history. So if you discipline yourself and know exactly what you want in a stock and exactly what you want for your portfolio and the gains, the type of growth you want for your portfolio, you no longer need those stocks, right? They're no longer options for you. So if you're very strict on what you want, then you don't have to worry about that market noise. Now, I actually liked Ford, so I like Ford, so I don't mean to bash on them specifically, but if you categorize exactly what you want to do and you focus on just those picks, then you don't have to worry about everything else. If you're disciplined and you're tunnel visioned on exactly what you want, then you are a lot, not only are you more confident in your strategy, you don't waste time on stocks that aren't gonna give you the return you want. So anyway, sorry about the rant, guys. I just thought about it and I was like, that's a good point. That's a really good note for newer investors who maybe don't know where to start, or want a specific thing, or maybe they don't know how to. They're scared to select stocks. But if you're disciplined and you know exactly what you want, and you only allow yourself to look at stocks that have that specific um, history or track record or whatever, um, the specific niche that you want, whether it's dividends or growth, then you give yourself a lot of power by limiting your options. So anyway, I'm up. Sorry for the rant, guys. But I'm up about $1,000 on paper, up 500 or about $100 today. So that is phenomenal. I'm very happy with the growth. And I think again, sorry, I don't want to go on another rant here, but thank you guys so much. I'm not new to investing, right? But I'm new to sharing it. And I was a little nervous to start this whole deep dive portfolio thing on YouTube here. Sharing is kind of tough when you first start out, but it's something that I love. It's something that obviously there's a community for, and guys like Mike the Investor, ex Gen Dividend Investor, Ryan, he did a video with Mike, uh, PPC Ian. There's a lot of guys, and Graham Stephan as well, but he's more real estate, not necessarily dividend investing. But thank you guys so much for embracing me, allowing me to just conversate with people. This has been very inspiring for me because I've made a lot of friends with this on like Instagram. Like I said, in an earlier video, I've made very good friends from this. I've made relationships. I like talking to people. This is something I'm passionate about, and I drive people absolutely crazy about talking about stocks. I mean, I'm passionate about it, so it's hard not to share it. And when people say that they can't make money, or there's no way to make money, or complain about their finances, like I just, yeah, it drives me nuts. I guess I should be a financial planner, because people would rather spend money on coffee than put it in a dividend stock and grow their wealth. But anyway, it's fine. Um, so I'm happy that I have a place where I'm not annoying, right? Where people accept and are happy that I can share my journey, and I don't have to worry about annoying people or ticking somebody off because I found my place, right? I found a place where I can share, where I can talk to stocks about stocks with people who like it as much as me, right? It's a common interest. So thank you guys so much, and for the people I name drop, you should definitely go check them out. They are all phenomenal dividend investors and have opened my eyes to a lot of very good stock picks. So thank you guys so much for welcoming me into the community, and thank you for the growth that I've had on this channel. And thank you for just supporting me and making me feel so welcome here. I really do appreciate it, and I don't want it to go unnoticed. So thank you guys so much. Monday, apparently we're in for a rant about how to pick your stocks and welcoming me to YouTube again. I just I don't want to take anything for granted, and I genuinely enjoy this. So to be welcomed and um, celebrated, celebrating dividend investing like this is phenomenal for me. So thank you guys so much for being so welcoming. Um, but anyway, thank you guys. I guess I'll cut the video there because I don't want to go on another rant. But thank you guys so much. We're having great portfolio performance, and we're just building wealth. So to anybody who might be afraid to start investing, do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor, but you grow with your portfolio, and it's phenomenal. So thank you guys again for watching. It's been that dividend guy. Again, apologize for the rants, but remember to hit the subscribe button, and when you do, hit the notification bell because I drop a portfolio video every single weekday, Monday through Friday. I show you guys my portfolio performance, the stocks that are up or down in my portfolio, and the stocks that I add to my watch list. So I'm keeping this consistent, and I'm really seeing growth because of it, and I'm just I enjoy it so much. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will drop a video tomorrow on the portfolio performance. So I will see you guys tomorrow in another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow.